Riff and Russ.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Riff and Russ.
And an intruder.
We added Jay, NES Addict, with us.
You can call me Ray for tonight.
This was like a last minute audible too. It was like last second. I'm like, invite Jay in.
Why not?
And Russ was like, do we really have to have that idiot on? And I was like, I mean, I guess like if he wants to keep sending us stuff, we should probably be nice to him.
If you want to lower your quality, you can always have me on.
Hey, I'm using a webcam, so.
Hey, we have the same microphone.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, what's the topic today, Russ? With NES Addict, why do we have a NES Addict on?
Well, we're going to talk about some Nintendo games.
What?
I feel that should have had some sequels. They were great games, and then they never got sequels.
They got the cold shoulder, bro.
The cold shoulder.
Why don't we let always women and children first? So let Jay go first.
It's messed up, bro, but okay, I'll do it.
A little bit of both.
All right, so let's see. Games that should have had sequels. Bucky O'Hare should have had a freaking sequel.
That was the first thing that I have on my list.
He said,
Shouldn't let me go first. Women and children.
Yeah. It was worth it. All right, why, Jay? Why?
Because Konami just blew that game out of the park. I mean, it was amazing. Had everything you wanted: good music, great graphics, great game control, good story. It was fun.
Multiple people to play with.
Would it also be $1,000 to play it?
Hopefully not.
It's not that high, is it now?
I don't even want to know, bro. I still have my story of passing it up for $70, so I don't even like to think about the price of it. I stopped looking at that years ago.
Jeez, yeah. I got my copy in eBay, and it had like marker, I think, on the cart, not the label, and so I got it a little bit cheaper. But
dang,
I think mine was around $100.
Okay, that's good. I mean, well, I don't know. Right. Comparatively so. All right, yeah, it's a great game. It reminds me of, kind of like Little Samson, how you can have different characters.
Right.
And it's again one of those games. There's all those kind of later games that are I would say like 8 years ago they were all considered like hidden gems, and now they're not. Everybody knows.
Everyone knows about them. Yeah,
they're great.
Thanks, John Riggs.
Well, I was just talking to him. I'm gonna go with one that I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with me on, but California games.
Oh, okay.
So I have a weird soft spot for all of these like winter games, California games, like world-class games. I always enjoyed these type of like not regular sports games,
right,
where it has like the variety of like, first you got to do the pole vault, or then you got to do whatever, cliff jumping, and the other one, I forget what it's called. But California games has like hacky sack and surfing and roller skating and all this stuff. I always like them. I think it's again because of my kid ADD brain was like something new. I need something new.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed it, and maybe it has to do with the fact that I am born and raised in California. So
born and raised.
Be a little bit biased.
In the actual game, let's be real, it kind of sucks, but I have a soft spot for it and I like it. So
well, they're also very like short games because it's like mini games. So like even if it stinks, it's like, well, whatever. I'm playing it for like a minute, and then we're on to the next game.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Skate or Die.
Right.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I had it as a kid.
You suck. That game's awesome.
Yeah.
Jeez. Now, Riff, would you be using the power pad with these?
On my knees. Wow. Don't clip that segment. But yes, I would be using it on my knees, pounding away. So, I'm not going to make any jokes. I have so many in my head that I so much use, but I'm going to just say, Russ, please take the next one.
I'll stick with the sports theme. And why didn't Blades of Steel get another game?
I know it's the best, debatably top 5 hockey games of all time, not just Nintendo in my book.
And it's hockey, so you know I love it.
That's right. Dun, 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 dun. And also in Blades of Steel, in between like halftime, you can play, what is it, Gradius? For like I mean, it's like the ghetto version of it. It's like, but still.
They could have stuck in another game in there, with the sequel, add more promotion.
Yeah. It's so fun. I recently had an NES Pursuit where Mort and I were playing that, and I was beating him like 6-0 in the final quarter. And then all of a sudden he catches up and it's 6-6, and we go on a shootout for like 20 minutes.
Dude, it kept tying up over and over again. I was
every
like, who's gonna win?
I gotta call you out, Riff. It's periods, not quarters. There's only 3 of them, not 4.
Cool, man.
Cool.
No, it's fine. It's all good. All right, Jay, you want to be on the spot? You want the spotlight? It's back to you. Better be a good one.
Let's see.
Wow, he didn't even have one ready.
Here.
Just get him out of here. Get him out. What a rookie. Who comes on a podcast not knowing what they're gonna be? All right.
You know what? You know what? You know what would have been cool?
What?
A second Shadow of the Ninja.
Wow, that's true.
That was a good game.
Shadow, it's so hard because I feel like Ninja Gaiden was like the most known Ninja game.
It was for sure.
And then you had Shinobi, which was known, which wasn't necessarily that great on Nintendo. I like it. I very much like it. But I feel like there's a few of those other ninja games, Shadow of the Ninja, Ninja Crusaders, what is it, Ninja Warriors? There's a few different things. No, it was Super Nintendo. I don't know, whatever. But there's a whole bunch of these like lesser popular ninja games that I think are awesome. Is Shadow of the Ninja the one that's 2 players at the same time?
I think you can play 2 players at the same time.
Okay.
I've never done it, but I think you can.
Yeah, definitely need it.
If there was 3 Ninja Gaidens, then no reason why they couldn't pump out more ninja games.
It probably just came out too late in the NES lifespan, is my guess.
That's what I feel with probably most of these we're going to mention. It was too late where they're like, all right, let's make one either on Super Nintendo as like the next game, or it wasn't going to make any money.
I'm going to debunk what you're saying right now and pick an early release. I personally believe that I love what the first one is, and it's very fun and nostalgic to everybody, Duck Hunt. But I feel like if we would have got like a later version later on, we could have done some like really cool things with it. I don't even know what that would be per se, but I feel like Duck Hunt is obviously very beginning stages of Nintendo.
Yes.
So it was very early Zapper. There was some more interesting iterations later on with Gumshoe or whatever it may be.
Hogan's Alley maybe, or
Hogan's Alley. Gotcha. There's all these different ones. I think Gumshoe is probably the most innovative one I could think of right now, but because it's like a platformer. But I feel like Duck Hunt, we could have had some other things happen in there. You know, I think they could have just spiced it up a little bit.
I mean, even having different scenarios of shooting the ducks. Maybe you're more in the woods, maybe you're,
or where you're a duck
wetlands.
killing humans.
Wow, innovative.
Yeah, or you're the dog killing the humans, watching the ducks die.
I think they have flash games.
Or the ducks are laughing and you're shooting dogs.
Yeah, and then like it's a multiverse, and you can play it. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but yeah, I think Duck Hunt could have been cool if they would have given us a part 2 and done something else different with it. So yeah,
Duck Hunt 2.
Yes, Duck Hunt with the letter F instead. All right, go ahead, Russ.
All right, I'm gonna go with a fun 2-player game.
Ooh,
Jackal. You're playing as Jeeps, 2-player action, like POW style war game.
Yeah.
Really great music. So easy to make a sequel out of that.
What would you change? What would you change if you could do something in the sequel? What would you do?
Maybe instead of Jeeps, you can change the vehicle type.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe like, okay, you got Jeeps for some of it, but then you dock and maybe you get into like jets or helicopters.
Oh, I like it. Or what if you get out and play as a dog shooting ducks?
That would probably work in another world.
Duck Hunt 2, Jackal's Revenge.
But no, I could totally see it going like great. Great music. Add maybe vehicles, different upgrades. It had pretty decent graphics, I thought, for the time. So just like copy and paste. You already got the code basically there. Change some of the the layout.
Yeah, bro.
Where's John Riggs? Do a ROM hack for me.
Did it?
Play more.
Good old Riggsy, bro. Riggs is like the magician, bro. With the I don't even know where to start with like that stuff. We were in ROM hacks and stuff. I've like tried to watch those videos. Like I'm gonna get into this, and I make it like 30 seconds in, and I'm like, I'm too dumb. I'm like, this doesn't. When I look at games, it's like me play game, me like,
Or you're saying you're watching it to see if you can make a ROM hack yourself.
Yeah, it's like when I used to watch, or not when I used to. I still watch them, but like My Life in Gaming. When I watch their like mods and stuff, I'm like, ain't happening. I don't know how to do any of this, but I love watching it.
Right, it's entertaining.
Yeah, Riggs and My Life in Gaming. Jay, you got another one, bro? Or are you not ready?
No, I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. Because I basically thought about your Duck Hunt idea. Think of what they could have done with Excite Bike if they made another one of those later on.
Yeah, like come on, like triple backflips and stuff, like motocross style. Put your hands on the handlebar and put your legs out to do the Superman and all that stuff.
Most importantly, you could have saved your levels.
Oh, like a create a level, but
because
a little bit more intense. And
they created the levels in the
Japanese
first
version.
one, but then they couldn't save. Oh,
right.
In the Japanese version.
Well, in the Japanese, you could save.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it was on the. I think it came on the disc.
The disc.
Okay,
it would
disc
save
system.
in that.
I have one of those.
We got it.
That.
It didn't save. You could make the levels, but then you couldn't save them.
Wow, I like that. And wouldn't it be cool if in that type of game too, like it was like, all the games after that where it has like a select screen, you can like select your characters, and it's like, either they can go with like the classic like 80s characters where their names like Rash and Blade, or even though Rash is already a character, Striker and all these.
Yeah.
I'm basically naming the cast of bad dudes, but or they could just stick with like straight up Nintendo characters, like you could play as a dog.
Just go back to it.
Yeah.
Or duck.
Yeah, duck. All right, I got one. I love this game, and I don't know if there's technically a part to it, but people will have to tell me in the comments below. Codename Viper. You guys play that game ever?
Yes.
So I have a huge nostalgia spot for Codename Viper. There's obviously Rolling Thunder as well, which also is, I think, Tengen on the Nintendo, but it's also on arcades. But Codename Viper, I just beat it again recently too. That's one of those few games where when I grew up loving the Nintendo, I'm talking after the fact, like as an adult, where looking back on the Nintendo, that wasn't one that like stuck in my head as like, oh, I remember this and always going to talk about it. But every time it gets brought up, I'm always like, man, I love this game more than I even give it like its due merit of like speaking about it, like on YouTube and whatnot.
Right. And that's the one, it has like a driving stage and a platforming stage. Is that the one that changes?
There's no driving stage on that one.
Oh, okay.
Are you thinking of
Vice Project Doom?
Vice Project Doom. Then I know I played Codename Viper. But...
Vice Project Doom is also great too, and could also use a sequel as well.
Totally.
But Codename Viper, it plays a little more like stiff than a lot of people would like. Like you got to hold up and jump to do like the really high jump to the next platform. You hide and can flip to like hide behind doors and save little kids and stuff. But I just think it's a fantastic game. There's even like ammo system in it. So it needs a little more love. And if it could change anything, you could play shirtless in the game.
Or while you
no shirt on.
Why not? Those 80s action stars always had their muscles out,
that's
right?
What we did. Yeah, that's what we did.
Rambo was running around shirtless.
Oh, I like it. Russbo.
Russbo.
All right, Russ, you're up, bro.
Let's go with another expensive game.
Ooh,
since we talked about Bucky here. Not Little Samson though.
Oh.
Metal Storm.
Oh yeah.
Cool mech game.
Great game.
Very cool mechanic with the switching gravity. Like that wasn't on any other NES style game.
Yep.
So give us more of that.
Yeah. That type of gameplay, I love the idea of it, and it is great, but my brain like doesn't know how to function when I'm upside down.
You're like, what do I do? Left.
All of a sudden, I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like holding the controller backwards. Like if I stand on my head upside down, like I'll figure out how to play it. I don't know why. I don't have it in there, but it is a fun game. I do know that game has definitely got high praise in the last, 6 years ago.
Right. And they even had like a special edition re-release that you could have got with a NES game, a statue.
Is
Retro
it
Bit,
IREM?
I think put it out maybe.
It is IREM. It is
IREM. Okay.
One weird thing about that game is when you change gravity, the sound cuts out, like the music.
Just during the flip?
Just during the flip.
Wow.
I wonder if it had something to do with the programming or something like that.
Come on.
Once you realize it, though, it gets annoying. It's like, oh man, really?
Well, now we know.
Now I'll never be able to play it again.
I've ruined it for everyone.
Yeah. It's like the cover of GoldenEye. Like once you see it, you're like, oh, it looks funny. You guys know about that, right?
Cover up Golden. No, I know that the gun looks like a pencil.
Oh no, you guys need to look at the cover of GoldenEye and Nintendo 64.
Oh, with
his mouth.
Right.
There's like a thing where it looks like his mouth is like a giant lie. It looks hilarious. All right, I promise. It's funny. All right. Ha 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 ha. Jay, you got anything? If not, I can jump, bro.
I just thought of something. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I know Riff's gonna appreciate this. What about a River City Ransom 2?
Yeah. So I was just in a group chat with another channel that I watch called Retro Gaming Pandemic. I talked to those guys a lot on the side, and we were talking about this morning, but like not like a little HD remake, not like I just want it to be something that's like completely its own unique thing. We were even saying that we thought this would be cool. That if it was like something to where you would even play, you know, it's on Nintendo where it's like side scrolling or whatnot, but then you can go into like almost like those, because that game has so many unique like variations of playing. It's like side scrolling, it's a beat 'em up, it's an RPG, there's a story, there's free roaming. We're like, what if you could even do like the dungeon crawling thing, like in, you know, Friday the 13th, where you go like a room to room and all this. And the game has a sense of humor too. So I feel like that game all encompasses everything. Could you say it's the perfect game? It's the Jesus of Nazareth.
Oh gosh.
Maybe one would get a tattoo on.
Yeah, baby. I literally forgot that was there until you just said that.
So I just saw in Nintendo Force magazine, they're doing a sequel to River City Girls,
which is great.
That's coming out, which is you play as the girlfriends and stuff, and super fun. It was on Switch, PS4.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
All that. So that one's coming out. So yeah, I put a lot of hours into it, like maxing out all the characters, and super fun.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, if they had a sequel on NES, it definitely would be a good time.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
All right, I got another one.
Okay.
Knack.
Oh, okay.
Any of you ever played that?
I can't say a lot.
Only on like a ROM.
Okay, it's a very expensive Nintendo game.
We're picking a lot of expensive games.
It's a shmup. Hey, these expensive games didn't get that due love the second time around.
But
yeah, it's a shmup. It starts out pretty dang easy, then it gets pretty hard pretty quick. But I feel like in a lot of Nintendo game shmups, the power-up system never feels powerful to me. You know, it doesn't have that feel for some reason, like whatever, maybe Gradius or Life Force or whatever. Still great games, but I feel like the power-ups in Knack just feel a little bit more like almost like Super Nintendo or Genesis, where you kind of feel like the oomph behind like the power-up. Because I feel like when you get power-ups in games and like the sound of the guns are still like pew pew pew, it doesn't match. You want to like have that feel where it's like, yeah, I'm killing stuff.
Or the thuds when it's hitting the enemy or whatever. If you're not,
I want to know that I just took down someone where there's a human soul that just died in the ship that I shot.
The start.
Jeez.
All right, Russ, your turn.
So me and Jay were talking about this a little bit earlier, and I thought this would be fun.
Friday the 13th.
No.
Friday the 14th.
That's to do with creepy stuff. Halloween is coming up. October is around the corner, so a lot of people would be playing this game, but Monster in My Pocket.
Konami.
Why couldn't you just pick two other monsters and just you're roaming different places again? Would have been so easy.
What monsters would you add?
Bathroom.
Like the
what monsters would you add? I'm sorry, I thought you said what levels. My bad.
Wow, someone was excited.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, like then I want to say they had him in there, like the hills, like
Yep. If I had to pick a character, I would have them add. We can go any horror character. I would love for them to add Chucky.
Okay.
And I would love for them to add, and this would be a new iteration, but probably I want the doll, which I think his name is Billy from the Game Chasers. No, Billy from I think the doll's name is Billy in Saw, the puppet.
Oh, I didn't even know it had it. It had it. That's not. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, because Jigsaw
is the main guy.
Is the man. I think his name's John. I think his name, who goes crazy. I just watched like a giant documentary about Saw, and it was like an hour and a half long.
Gee, where was that on?
There's a YouTube channel I just found this week. Huge shout out. His name's CZ's World.
Okay.
If you like horror stuff, it is one of the best horror channels I've ever seen. This guy,
you go for October. You're ready to binge watch this channel.
Exactly. No, I've literally probably gave him like more watch time than he can imagine this past couple weeks. You know, so Jay, you said bathroom, and I have to. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this, but today they're redoing my kitchen, so they had to turn off my water, and I farted, and more than a fart came out.
Oh. Poor Riff.
And you had no water.
And I had to go run to a store, literally run to a store down the street. And I used sanitizing wipes on my butt, and it burned.
Hope it didn't break out.
We tell it all on Riff and Russ.
Well, Jay said bathroom, so I had to think of it.
Well, what other levels would you add, Jay, in the Monster in My Pocket sequel? Bathroom.
Maybe like an under the bed level.
Ooh,
like where you're finding all the stuff under the bed.
Gum wrappers.
And also, I think it would be cool to have like the werewolf character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it
in the
seems
first
like
one they had Frankenstein and Dracula.
Right. And if you did, I mean, these are basically the Hollywood movie monsters. If you then did the Creature from the Black Lagoon and Wolfman.
You're doing like the Universal Studios.
Right. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Wait.
James Rolfe would be so proud.
There we go,
dude. Got him.
Perfect.
Dang, there's the new Monsters in My Pocket, part 2, right here.
Man,
this was from Cheap Finds Gold Mines, by the way. They gave me this for my son.
For your son?
Yeah. Get it out of Russ's Etsy shop at www.RussLyman.com.
Link in the description. I actually sold, I think, like 5 of them. People wanted. They're like, "Oh my god, this is great." I was like, "Sure, why not? Pick it up."
I was taking off my headset when you said what you said, and I thought you said "lick my description," and I was like, "Cool, bro."
Lick my description.
Lick it up.
Who's up next?
I think if I just went, it's either you or Jay.
Jay, you got one? If not, I got plenty, bro.
Yeah, I've got one. What about a Metroid 2 on the NES? I guess that was on the Game Boy. But it would have been better if it would have been on the NES.
So what would you change in the NES version then? Because, okay, are you one of those? I think Russ and I might have talked about it, but are you a Metroid is awesome on the NES person, or are you a Metroid is awesome because Metroid is awesome?
I like Metroid on the NES.
Okay,
I mean, I wish it had a map system.
Yeah.
Right.
But I really did enjoy it. It took me a little while to get into it.
Got it.
But once I did, man, I was hooked.
Yeah.
But I tried to play it on the Game Boy. I can't do it, dude.
I beat it on the Game Boy just because the like remake new one on the 3DS was coming out, and I was like, I really want to beat this because it's a remake of that. But again, the map system,
Game Boy, man,
it's a smaller screen, and then everything kind of looks the same because you're stuck to those colors. So if you were playing on the NES, I mean, it adds a little bit, I guess, of colors, but again, if you had it on an NES, they could have maybe incorporated a good map system. You had more color source on there to see different blocks or whatever to know where you are.
I like that we're all wearing backwards hats, guys.
Backwards hats. Boom.
All right, I got one. Probably not that loved by many people. I know Ian from Pat the NES Punk would agree with me on this one, but I really like the game Mappy Land. Okay.
That's the mouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very cute game. I don't even know what you would call it. It's not a platformer. It's not really a puzzle game. It's you bounce on trampoline spring type things and you go from door to door and collect things. The game's real short, then it repeats. The music is very basic, but I don't know. It's just one of those games where, how do I put it? So a lot of people say like games like Tetris are a good, like, time killer game. You kind of put it in, hop out. For me, I'd rather play like a Mappy Land. I don't know why. I get genuine smiles while I'm playing it.
And again, that'd be easy to recreate if you're going to be just slightly changing the levels and keep most of the stuff the same. It's like a DLC pack, basically.
Yeah, that game's got to be probably the easiest game to add a part 2 for, because there's not much going on even in the first one. So you could almost do anything and it would add to it, So yeah, that's me. What about you guys?
All right, I got on my list. I
see Jay trying to look like we're not looking.
We talked about this game before, and I don't know why I never got a sequel. Definitely fun. Little Nemo.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That's a good call. I was trying not to name some that we've talked about before, just for my own. Didn't want to be a repeat show, but absolutely, man, that game deserves to be talked about more. What, like a Switch like indie, Monster Boy and all these games are getting like, revisions and reimaginations. I would love a new vision or even a part 2, preferably like a NES style. I mean, yeah, that game has it. Oh, so when I'm editing, because I edit for Retro Rick as well, I have one of the songs from that game as a soundtrack to use in some of the backgrounds. And the other day I was editing and I accidentally pressed play on one of the songs from there. And like, I caught myself just like not getting anything accomplished, just like listening to the entire song. Like, and when it got done, I was almost like, oh shoot, like I'm not doing anything. Like that was awesome. I was just like, so like enthralled by it. Yeah, it really did, man. It's so good.
And I could see it, like, you play that game and you get to throw candy into the animals and then jump in them and use them. So they could have used different animals second time around. And then you play most of the game and you finally get to the end and you get to use the staff that was on your back. And I'm like, why couldn't you use that the whole game? So maybe
you gotta wait till the end.
Part 2, maybe you could start off with the staff and have some a little bit harder enemies and use it towards that, or
don't know, man. Maybe
could have been awesome.
Never beat that game, so I've never seen the staff.
Wow, way to ruin it, Russ.
Sorry, everyone.
Where's our spoiler alert, Russ? No, it's all good.
You got one, Jay?
What do you
got? Yeah. Let's go. Let's jump into the RPG realm and let's say, what about a Crystalis 2?
Oh, wait. Yes, a Crystalis 2. See, I wasn't super into RPGs at this time, so you're gonna have to leave it to. I enjoy that game more than like Dragon Warriors and Final Fantasy on the Nintendo.
Okay,
but this is gonna be more for you and Russ to talk about because I'm not that experienced with it.
I'd say it's more for Jay because I think I played that one off.
All right, Jay. Hey, you said it, bro. Give us some meat, bro. Or are you a fake NES addict?
So it's a really good, like, especially like beginner RPG. Like I've played through for a little bit of it, and it's pretty easy to figure out.
Okay.
So you don't feel super lost, but it has a really good story, and the animation's great, and the just the design of the whole game is really nice. So I think it would work well with the second story.
Oh, that's right, and it's SNK.
Yeah.
Okay. My Wikipedia just showed me that, and I'm pretending like I noticed. Oh, dude, I forgot it was released in July of 1990. I remember.
Right, I was 9.
Yeah, man.
So was Russ. No, not yet. He was 8.
That was 8.
I was 85. I was born the year Nintendo came to America. That is why I was born, to be the NES pursuit.
You're ready for it.
Yeah. I got a good one.
Okay.
I don't know. You guys like this game? It's expensive. Again, me with the expensive games. Snow Bros.
Okay.
It's a fun multiplayer game, kind of like a single level, almost like a bubble bobble type thing. Yeah, you kind of hit your enemies, build them into little snowballs, and you can hit them and knock off the other enemies. But as basic as the game is, I feel like it has a little bit more, a little bit more fun factor or a little bit more depth than, let's say, a Bubble Bobble, especially with the repeating soundtrack on Bubble Bobble through the entire game. But I think it's good, and it's an expensive game. Yeah, how much does that game go for nowadays? I'm gonna look.
Snow Bros or
let's play a game. All right, guys, let's get ready. Snow Bros NES. Guess what the no
right in the
keyboards.
comments.
I see you
right in the comments.
No, I see you guys too. No looking. Hands off keyboard.
You want me to throw guess out?
NES.
Okay.
If either of you guesses exactly what the last sold copy went for, I'll send you a $5 donation in your next live stream or whatever it is. All right, Snow Bros with damaged manual.
Oh, so it's this box. Okay.
Snow Bros with damaged manual, Nintendo NES cartridge game only. So it's game and manual only damaged. Okay. What is it? Bing, 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 boom, boom, bing, bing, boom. Jay.
I have no idea. I'm going to say $450.
It's what is $450? You're already out.
Not in the final answer. You just write it, right? No.
Russ.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. What's your answer, Russ?
451.
Are you guys joking?
I feel like Price is Right.
I have no idea how much
higher?
it is.
$820.
No,
I have no clue.
What's crazy is you said 450. You said 451. You guys are off by a nickel. The last one sold for $449.95.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow. I mean, when you guys honestly, part of my brain was trying to logically think how Jay looked that up. Like, I'm like, there's no way.
I just guessed, dude.
$449.95. You were off by a nickel.
That's crazy. I guess I really am the NES addict.
That was fun. All right, let's go. I like this little game. Monsters in My Pocket. Last sold. You guys ready?
Okay.
Last sold. It is Monsters in My Pocket. Nintendo NES. Rare tested. Cleaned. Authentic. UUP plus sleeve. Game only.
Game only.
Right. Okay. Jay.
What is $79.95?
Okay. Great guess, Jay. RussLyman.
I'm gonna go.
What is not? I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go. Okay, we'll go.
What is Mr. Trebek? Because I rest in peace. I love that guy.
R.I.P. Mr. Trebek.
I love that guy, to be honest.
What is $59.95?
Jay was closer. The last sold copy of Monsters in My Pocket sold for $89.
I almost said 89, and then I dropped it by $10 in my head.
Ooh, my dog's licking my toes, and it feels amazing.
I like it.
Hi, Santa's little helper. Look at.
He's a thirsty dog.
My dog is skinny. I don't know why. It runs all the time. All right, let's do one more game guess. What's another game we talked about?
We had Metal Storm.
Metal Storm. Let's do complete in box.
Oh, okay. Dude.
Oh, okay. Metal Storm with manual and no box. That's just with manual. Okay.
For the last one. We'll go further back.
It's hard to find at CAB. Okay, wait. Guy, these ones have
look up on video game price charting. And you could use by box or cart.
Nope, I got one. Because you have to go by sold, bro. This is the real deal.
Sold listings.
Sold listing on eBay. Metal Storm NES complete in box. Sold copy. Russ, we're going to start with you.
What is $1,200?
What is $1,200? Jay.
What is $229?
Ooh, I like the discourse in this one. What is $400 on the dot?
I was shooting high, I guess.
You were shooting high. All right, why don't you guys pick another game while I look up our next trivia?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mick Kids. I wish that had a sequel.
Oh yeah, it's a great game, dude.
Such a fun game. You know, it plays very similar to Super Mario Brothers, like Super Mario 3 or whatever.
Yep.
More promotion for McDonald's. Like, let's go. Or why didn't? There you go, right there.
Oh, that's great.
Or why didn't one of the other fast food companies jump on the trend of that? And almost like,
there was a Yo-Noid,
right? For Domino's.
Riff, didn't you just beat Yo-Noid?
I did. I just beat you annoyed. And Russ and I talked about how ugly the character is.
Yeah,
he really look at him. But that game was hard. That's a hard game.
Yo-Noid.
The first water levels are a little bit more giving, but still, even the first levels, I was like, this game's a douchey. Okay, boys, intermission time. All right. This is a fun game. According to video game price charts, when sorting by highest to lowest prices, which is the first game in the system that can be bought or that exists with a complete in box? So this is basically me saying like Nintendo World Championships, right? There is no complete in box.
Okay.
It doesn't exist. What is the highest price game that has a CIB listing?
What is Little Samson?
Wrong. RussLyman.
What is Stadium Events?
Wrong. Very close. That was second. So you were very close. It is Nintendo Campus Challenge 1991. How much?
Box?
Wow,
if you guess the box price, I'll give you my son.
For my son. Yeah. I got something for you. We were going to bring this up.
But you can't look at the price.
I'm not looking it up. No, it's a picture I want to show you.
Guess what it goes for CIB.
Oh, that one? Oh, okay. Jeez.
It's interesting because it's not the highest price CIB game on here, but it has it listed as the first one with the CIB according to highest to lowest.
What is $6,000?
Okay. Jay.
What is $4,000?
The answer is $17,000.
Oh my gosh. I have no clue.
Hey, that's crazy, dog. Russ, what were you going to do, bro? You have something going on over there?
Jay sent me a picture.
Ooh, I got one.
Oh, yeah.
Of this NES. Let's see if you guys can see if it will focus on the camera.
That's some good blur. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, I see it. There's a circle. $2,500. Why?
It has a sticker on it from the Nintendo World Championship.
That makes it much, much sicker.
It
actually has 2 Nintendo World Championship stickers on it. Flip it to the next one, Russ. There's one on top too.
No, you only sent me one picture.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You're brave to try to flip through a picture on your phone on camera, because I wouldn't do that for anything. Because there's no way I got a clean house of cards inside of my phone profile.
But
all those nudes I've been sending you.
That's very true.
This is on eBay. I never seen I guess so. This was a Nintendo that was used at the championship, and
okay. So that makes
brought it home. Like, I don't know if like who they gave these to, or this is the first I'm seeing it listed on eBay.
That makes it cooler, because I thought you were saying it's like an official sticker that came from like, let's say, I don't know, they gave them out or something.
Right.
And I thought that was just on there. And I was like, I don't think that's near worth that. But the fact that it's, from when they played it, that makes it way cooler.
It's listed as the listing says Nintendo World Championship 1990 quarterfinal and semi-finalist passes on console.
Wow, that's sick. Okay, so, I like that.
Pretty
neat.
All
right, well, I got another one then, since we're still going. Did you guys like the game Joust?
Yeah.
I don't like Joust. I love Joust. The sound effects in it, when you run, and you're like have slippery feet, and you kind of
right.
And it's very fun to play with people, obviously in the same room. It's Nintendo, but because it is such like almost a hard game to control, that it almost lends to the fact that you're gonna be hitting your friend when you don't want to, or trying not to, or kill your buddy. It's just, I think it's a perfect party game to play 2-player to piss people off.
Right. I need to get that game.
You do. It's so cheap.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I need to get it.
Let's see. According to Video Game Price Chart, how much can you get Joust for on the NES? Okay. How much is it loose? Jay.
$4.99. What is $4.99?
Oh. Russ?
What is $9.99?
The answer is $11.44.
Oh,
it's
good
gone
job,
up
Russ.
a little bit. I feel like that's gone up a little bit.
That's why I guess a little higher.
Can you take me higher? Creed, bro, they were everything. When you were growing up as a Christian teenager, everyone's like, Creed, bro, they're so edgy. That's what it felt like.
They love Jesus.
Yeah, man, like POD.
I was more of a Reliant K.
Ooh, Reliant K was awesome.
K. I was listening to Reliant K this morning.
Were you?
Yep.
Their CD is good.
It was no, this was the first one.
Oh, okay.
We're on to something good here. Out of line, out of state.
Guys, cheapest NES game on Video Game Price Charting.
Okay, the cheapest NES game.
Try to guess.
We got to know the price, or we're guessing what it is.
I'll tell you the price. 99 cents.
99 cents.
There is 3, but I'm going by the one it shows first. Oh, that's because CIB it only goes for $2.67.
I want to say
Wheel of Fortune,
some type of sports style game. So
surprisingly, no, and surprisingly, a game with a cool cart, which is why it's very confusing to me.
Wall Street Kid. What is Wall Street Kid?
No, it's the Adventures of Dizzy, the Aladdin deck enhancer game. It's like a gold cart, isn't it?
Okay, maybe
I think it's a gold cart.
The little egg guy.
Yeah. Yep, the little egg guy. You know, it's funny. I went on NES price charting and I hit lowest game, and the lowest thing is a homebrew called COVID-19. It really is. I don't know what it is, but it's the first thing. Hey, I want to play COVID-19. This will be fun.
I did pick up a game when I was at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo called like virus infection or something.
Was it like
that.
Playing off COVID?
No, this was years ago before that, that came out. But it was sold at like some convention that got it. Maybe it was geared towards that, or the money went to research towards something. So I was like, yeah, why not?
Dude, my short shorts were so high just now. I was having like a frontal wedgie.
You were having
what was I gonna say? Dang it, now I can't remember. I had something so intelligent to say. There goes that. Whatever. I was gonna say homebrew or hack that I really loved.
Okay.
Was when I was at the convention, John Riggs had like a RC Pro-Am or something, but you play as the white Bronco from the OJ Simpson.
OJ Simpson Escape.
Yes.
I saw that and I genuinely laughed out loud.
That's clever. It's very clever.
It's really good. What do you guys got? Sorry, I've been talking a lot. I have a lot of energy.
That was my list. I would have to think off of something.
That's all I got too. I mean, we can wrap it up so we don't sit here and ramble, unless I got one other crazy one. Did I say Bucky O'Hare, California Games, Duck Hunt, Codename Viper, Gun, Knack, Joust, Snow Bros, and Mappyland? That was all I had.
You got them all.
Gotta name them all. What's that? I love that game, bro. Don't show me that. Now I don't want to go pick up my son. Oh shoot, I have to go pick up my son.
My son.
For my son.
Yeah, my son's is not named Kevin, by the way.
Well, this was certainly fun. Good time. Glad we could have Jay on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Me too. Hey, Russ, text me after about how we don't let him on next time.
You ruined everything.
I'm just kidding. It's all good. That was awesome. But yeah, that's it. Russ, I guess you can send us out or whatever you want to do, bro.
Appreciate you guys watching. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not already. And as always, keep your world fun bit by bit. We'll see you guys next video. Bink.
Wow, you're supposed to bink the camera, Jay.
Do it again.
Bink. Whatever. Hey, don't let him on again. All right, bye.